Southeast Georgia and the Low Country. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
A police officer nearly run over and rushed to the hospital during the Denver Nuggets championship parade. The others hurt after a chaotic celebration. Tomorrow will mark 8 years since a mass shooting tragedy in a South Carolina church. The first responders speaking out about the traumas they're still dealing with today. Plus, a string of tornadoes wreaking havoc in cities across the South as people in our area pick up the pieces from a tornado and severe storms. What we know about the damage left behind. Thanks so much for starting your Friday morning with us here on WJCL 22 News. Good morning. I'm Frank Solkowski. How about this? Got some guests in the studio with me. And look at two. It's a full house this morning. We got meteorologist Jonathan Myers and Catherine Liberta joining us. And Catherine's going to have a look at that traffic in a second. Jonathan, first things first, that weather.
Yeah, umbrella needed this morning, Frank. We're hearing a few rumbles of thunder outside of the studios here in Savannah, and some downpours are out there as well. I'll show that on live radar. Starting the morning off, wet roadways as you head out the door for work. Temperatures 70s and upper 60s as we start the day. All the way up to about 10 o'clock. We will see those showers. You can see where the heavy rain is mainly south of I-16 from Savannah down toward Richmond Hill. And seeing those downpours this morning, hearing a few rumbles of thunder there around Richmond Hill, and also from Midway to Hinesville, Fort Stewart, also Glenville. I've seen some of those thunderstorms, also Little Wissy as well. It's had some showers even back toward Baxley, also around Toombs Central, Hazelhurst, and Denton, some light showers. So the best chance of rain will be this morning by the afternoon. Could be just mainly dry after lunchtime. It'll be warmer today and also plenty of humidity around. Temperatures for most of us this afternoon will be into the upper 80s. I'll track out more of those chances for showers this morning, and also looking ahead to that holiday weekend forecast in less than 10 minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Jonathan. Well, right now, 3 people are dead, dozens are hurt after tornadoes ripped through a Texas city. Experts say at least 7 tornadoes were reported across Texas and Oklahoma yesterday.
That's a pretty impressive storm.
Take a look at these dark rotating storm clouds caught on camera in Effingham County here closer to home back on Wednesday night. Yesterday, the National Weather Service confirmed an EF1 tornado touched down in Guyton. ABC's Andrew Dimbert reports on the latest string of severe storms.
Total devastation.
This morning, parts of Perryton, Texas lay in ruin after a massive tornado slammed the Texas Panhandle, tearing through homes and knocking out power to the entire town.
Another one to the left of it.
We've got one trailer on fire. We've got multiple trailers destroyed.
Dozens of people rushed to the local hospital, which was running on generators. A mobile home park took a direct hit. Dozens of trailers were damaged or destroyed. Drone video shows residents combing through the debris after winds predicted up to 90 miles per hour and golf ball-sized hail tore through the area. Thursday's heat contributing to the storm, destabilizing the atmosphere. More than 30 million people from Texas to Louisiana and Florida were under heat advisories, many expected to remain in effect through tonight, with a heat index up to 120 degrees possible in some areas. The heat, a major test for the Texas power grid, with record electricity demand expected. Those in charge insist there is enough supply to meet demand. Severe storms also in the north, wreaking havoc in Ohio. Powerful winds ripping the roof off this building. Hail also causing damage in Arkansas. One witness saying the hail sounded like bombs going off. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
All new this morning, a chaotic end to the Denver Nuggets NBA championship parade. 3 people hurt, including a police officer who was hit by a fire truck. This video captured the moments after officials say the officer got too close to the truck and it rolled over his leg. He is seriously hurt, but is expected to be okay. After the parade, police say a shooting at a nearby park left 2 other people injured. Well, tomorrow will mark 8 years since the deadly mass shooting at a church in Charleston. A man walked into Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church and shot and killed 9 people. And as Karsten Clark reports, the traumatic event still weighs heavy on the first responders who were the first to arrive on scene that day.
We convinced the police to enter the church anyways and render any care we could to the 9 members that were tragically lost that day.
Stephen Azzarella vividly remembers the night his team responded to Mother Emanuel AME Church.
We actively tried to resuscitate anybody in the church that we could find that was possibly able to be resuscitated.
A tragic day for victims, families, the community, and first responders.
We responded back to the station and were in a great deal of shock and trauma.
That trauma would build.
My family had reached out to me in concerns, and I told them I was okay. What I thought was okay wasn't okay. I spent a year denying that I was not okay. I kept it bottled up. I started drinking way too much, wasn't sleeping, wasn't actively engaged at work, was kind of disassociated.
Multiple support teams would provide care for mental and emotional health that night, including the Coastal Crisis Chaplaincy.
We responded to the Family Assistance Center, but naturally, we were also responding to care for our first responders. So we were there for our police, our fire, our EMS, to assist the coroners, to assist everyone involved in providing whatever support we could.
The support and care will continue for anyone in uniform suffering from trauma.
Our chaplains really made themselves available just honestly through the years after. And many of us have become very close, and we support one another in any way that's needed.
Dylan Roof, the convicted shooter, was sentenced to death back in 2017. Well, this morning, an Orlando police officer facing charges after he sped away from a traffic stop. A Seminole County deputy pulled over Orlando police officer Alexander Shoney for going 80 in a 45. Now, take a look at the tense interaction between the officers during that traffic stop.
I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Over 100 miles an hour trying to catch up with this butthead.
Now, the officer could be seen on body cam getting back in his truck and pulling off despite the deputy telling him not to. He was later arrested for several charges, and Orlando police say he's relieved of his duties pending an investigation. Well, happening this weekend, you're invited to several Juneteenth festivals and events. WJCL 22's Nakaya Carrero joining us live this morning to tell us all about it. Good morning, Nakaya.
Hey, Frank, that's right. There is a long list of Juneteenth celebrations happening across our area. Let's get into it. First up, we have Bluffton happening today. Their 3-day Juneteenth festival will get underway. It will start with the Black Food Truck Festival tonight at 5 at Buckwalter Commerce Park. And the festival's grand finale will be Sunday's Juneteenth Jazz Brunch. Tomorrow, Pooler's Juneteenth celebration will start at noon until 6 at the Tanger Outlets. There will be plenty of food trucks, live music, and games. You may spot some of our WJCL 22 family there because we are a proud sponsor for this free event. And in Liberty County, the NAACP Juneteenth event will start tomorrow at noon until 6 at the historic Dorchester Academy. There will be food trucks, horseback riding for kids, and so much more. And people on Tybee Island will celebrate tomorrow and Sunday at Memorial Park from 11 until 7. Now, of course, there are so many events happening across our area, and we have a full list of events all up on our website, WJCL.com. Frank, back to you.
All right, a lot of events to choose from. Thanks so much, Nakaya. Let's check in now with Catherine, who has a look at that traffic situation outside.
That's right, Frank. And if you are starting your holiday weekend early, let's take a look at the times right now to the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. Savannah to the airport, just about a 20-minute commute. Hilton Head to the airport, just under an hour commute as well. And Hinesville, just about a 45-minute drive right now. Now, Statesboro to Savannah this morning, not a lot blocking those roads right now. I-16 looks fairly clear, just about an hour drive. And across the area, lots of clear roads right now. And if we look outside, we are going to take a look at East Oglethorpe Highway at Coastal Highway in Midway. We can see roads are pretty wet right now from all of that rain we've been seeing. But as we make our way throughout the day, we are going to clear up those skies and hopefully those roads will dry as well. But if you want to keep a live look on that traffic at any time of the day, you can visit WJCL.com/traffic for all of the latest updates. Frank.
All right.